Looking back, how's the harvest?
Well, it was pretty good. Everywhere the volume was down, and that starts right back at stone fruit and going right through to pip fruit. But the pack outs, the quality of the fruit has been fantastic. This year, the juice guys have been complaining they have not had enough what we call overrun export fruit
Sort of seconds.
to produce. Well, didn't want to call them that,
I just did, sorry.
but overrun export for the production of juice, and they've had very little of it. I mean, the apple industry in Hawke's Bay and down in Nelson are producing 95-96% pack out, which is fantastic for the growers and fantastic for our markets. Beautiful, correct size fruit, nice colour. So all good in that respect. Stone fruit was exactly the same. Down a bit on quantity, but certainly not on quality. Especially the cherry market was really good. And then you get into your various berry fruit crops. All have been down a bit. The raspberries and strawberries around Christmas time were challenged because the season was running a little bit late, and we didn't hit the high volumes for Christmas, New Year, where people eat a lot of strawberries on their pavlova and that sort of thing. But it elongated the season a bit, and the prices held up quite nicely because of the lack of fruit. But what was there was really good. And now we've gone into the grape industry, and the viticulture, it varied by region really. Central Otago had a pretty good harvest, low crop, but because it was cool at harvest time, but it wasn't wet. So they were able to get the crop off in time and without too much damage. But when you move up into Canterbury, and we had a bit of frost earlier on, and we had a bit of dampness during the latter part of the season, that affected the volume, but not necessarily the quality. And then when we got into Marlborough and the bigger regions, they certainly had some problems with weather, and we had quite a bit of botrytis about, and some of the blocks were left. But what was harvested was good fruit, but a little bit back on what they anticipated initially. So I think 2017 vintage will be a good vintage, but it won't be the volume that we predicted initially. And then we get into the kiwi fruits still going just about finished now, but still going very well. Avocados, tamarillos all gone well in the north. Avocados have been an absolute dream this year. They've tripled in value. The Australian market has been a bit tricky, and the growing of the Australian fruit's been a bit tricky. So it's improved our markets here, and we're producing a world-class avocado, and that industry is going along extremely well, which is really great to see. And it's found a niche in the world now, especially in the Asian and Australasian markets, as being a good quality fruit coming in at the right time. And now with our plant breeding that's gone on, they're really starting to get some value back into the business, which is marvellous to see.
I've just come back from Sydney, where it's every menu's plastered with avocado smashed or something. It's very fashionable.
It is fashionable because it's healthy. It's a good way to get essential fats and fatty acids, and we need those as consumers. And it's got a nice, unique flavour. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but mostly it is, and you can absorb it into meals, and as you say, avocado mash or whatever it may be, and it adds colour, and it also adds vibrance to the taste area. So it's really good product to have.